Hello everyone, Fast KJ here, and today we are going to talk about the unreleased The Legend of Dragoon 2. Let's start off with talking about the first one. The Legend of Dragoon came out in Japan in 1999 and in North America 2000. In my opinion, it was one of the greatest RPG games I've ever played for the original PlayStation, alongside Final Fantasy. It had its own battle style and great story. And what the story was about was this boy that lost his parents at a very young age, who eventually moved to a town called Sales. At least that's what I think it was called. And he left for a while after Sales. He left when he grew up to get stronger and find the Black Monster. And the Black Monster is the one that killed his parents, so he was trying to find the Black Monster to get revenge. Well, when he couldn't find the Black Monster, he came back to his town, Sales, where his childhood friend was. And to find it, all destroyed and his friend kidnapped. Well, let's just say he goes to the prison that kidnapped her to go save her, and the story escalates from there. But we're not here to talk about The Legend of Dragoon. We're here to talk about the unreleased sequel to it. And there was rumor that it was going to be released, so I went to look it up. And let me remind you that the internet wasn't as resourceful as it is nowadays. So I looked it up, and I didn't really find anything. I found some concept art, which probably wasn't even for that game, but I could not find anything until 2012 came around, and the president of Japan Studios put up a statement on the internet. And this is what he said. He said occasionally he hears from fans about The Legend of Dragoon. And when he left Japan Studios, that he heard it was in pre-production, but canceled for unknown reasons. And that he sees his former co-workers at functions, gaming functions, and they will talk about the great memories about developing The Legend of Dragoon. And he also said after it was canceled that they went on to do other projects after he left Japan Studios, which makes me think, because the PlayStation 2 came out in the same year that the first game came out, that they wanted to do bigger projects for the PlayStation 2. So that's what I think that happened anyways. And I really hope that in the future sometime we do get to see something, but it does not look like it's going to see the day of light. And also, when the first one came out, I didn't even hear about it because it came out late and it was a late addition to the PlayStation. And I don't think a lot of people heard about it. I ended up getting the PlayStation pretty late. My father got it for me for my birthday along with that game, and I didn't even hear about it. But once I tried it, at first I didn't get it, but then when I got it and got more into the story, I enjoyed it a lot. And it was a big disappointment to fans, including myself, but this happens a lot to a lot of games. For instance, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was supposed to have an expansion. They called it Ura Zelda, and it was, it was rumored that it was finished, but never released, and it ended up becoming Master Quest for the GameCube. But this stuff happens, and it's happened to a lot of games. And I've heard, other games like Mother 3 and so much more. But this stuff happens, and it'll continue to happen in the future. And hopefully sometime we'll see these games come to light. But Whatever happens, happens. Well, anyway, if any of you got any more information about The Legend of Dragoon 2 or Zelda Mother 3, any of those, leave a comment. Please subscribe and like my videos, and thank you for watching. Fast KJ out.